Trish Stratus has been making some WWE-related appearances lately, so we'll get into what she's saying. We'll also take a look at the chaos going on with some changes to the Women's Tag Team Titles tournament, Dexter Lumis' story, and more. Let's start things off with Trish Stratus. WWE was touring through Canada recently, and Trish Stratus arrived for a handful of appearances throughout those shows. From live events to even a televised appearance on Raw, Trish was there for it all. Trish opened up Raw and was confronted by Bayley and the rest of Damage Control. Trish and Bayley have been going back and forth over those few Canada shows and built up this little feud over the weekend. Trish Stratus had her last match back in 2019 against Charlotte Flair in Toronto, but she flirted with the idea of coming back for another match several times. She discussed how if it's an opponent and story that intrigues her, she'll highly consider it. Trish name-dropped Sasha Banks several times as an opponent that intrigues her. That match itself has been teased dating back to 2018, so that is a realistic possibility. So even though SummerSlam 2019 was labeled as her retirement match, everyone has this feeling that she'll come back for at least one more match. Trish has had several retirement matches in years past, but always came back for another program, and that's what her Raw opening segment this week appeared to be hinting at. Like she told Bayley herself, she may be retired, but she can come right out of retirement in a blink of an eye. So a lot of fans are looking heavily into that line from Trish. Was it foreshadowing? Will she be back in the near future for a short program? Maybe something like we see Maurice and Beth Phoenix do all the time, where they'll make these brief returns for a quick program and then head off. Maybe something like that for Trish this time around. But that was the big fan takeaway from that Trish Stratus Raw promo, that we could have a strong chance of seeing her again in the ring. During a recent interview with Ring The Belle, Trish expressed that she even had a strong desire to play a heel again in WWE. Trish had a legendary heel run in 2004, and Trish has stated that it was some of the most fun she ever had, and how she loved that persona of the Trish Stratus character. So in this new interview, she said that she would love to see heel Trish return in current day WWE. Of course, it's always a little bit difficult to turn a legend heel because the fans just want to naturally cheer for them. So it could get a little hard to pull that off once someone enters that stratosphere of being a WWE legend. Sorta like Edge's heel turn in 2022. It felt a bit off, both character and storyline wise, and before you knew it, they scrapped it and turned him back to the rated R superstar persona, which clearly was the right move. So it may be a little bit of a challenge to get crowds to turn on the legendary and iconic Trish Stratus, but she wants that one last heel run. Some fans even picked up on another smaller detail and possible hint from Trish Stratus on Raw regarding that return run. Some fans say that even though Trish was focusing her attention on Bayley, Trish did turn her eyes and stare at Bianca Belair's title a few times during that segment. No one knows obviously if that was just a coincidence or done on purpose to possibly hint at Trish's desire for one last championship run. And if Trish does go up against a big babyface champion like Bianca Belair, maybe Trish could possibly get her wish of bringing back her heel persona and showing everyone what she's capable of as a heel. The other issue with Trish Stratus's return is that there's just so many possibilities and dream matches. Fans still want to see Trish and Sasha. Some fans are interested in Becky versus Trish because Becky always defeated Lita, so it would be interesting to see Becky now go against Lita's best friend, which of course is Trish Stratus. Then over the weekend, the biggest tease we were seeing was obviously Trish Stratus and Bayley. So that's going to be a hard part too. If Trish returns for just one program and one match, who will get that honor of facing her in what may be her actual legitimate last match in WWE? Very interesting developments there. We just have to wait and see if Trish does come out of retirement, because it was hinted at several times this week. Lots of changes have been going on with the Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament bracket. So let's quickly go over the latest there. Originally, the team of Nikkita, Lyons, and Zoey Stark was supposed to be in the tournament, but for an unknown reason, Nikkita Lyons was unable to cross Canadian border, and Zoey was a little banged up herself, so they had to be removed from the bracket at the last second. WWE's replacement for that team was Toxic Attraction members Gigi Dolin and Jacy Jayne. Toxic Attraction was rumored to be called up real soon, but this situation brought them onto the main roster instantly. It was a call-up that everyone was excited to see. Toxic Attraction is such a great tag team to call up and throw into the mix of this tournament, so it was just the perfect fill-in. Mandy Rose was even very proud of her fellow Toxic Attraction members. But then, tragedy struck again when WWE announced Monday morning that Toxic Attraction was being removed from the bracket due to an injury suffered by Gigi Dolin. Now the winner of the last chance match on SmackDown will step into Toxic Attraction's spot on the bracket. So it was just a few days of misfortune surrounding the tournament to see two NXT teams get removed because of reasons obviously out of WWE's hands. But hopefully it's nothing too serious for Gigi, and hopefully this doesn't affect their rumored main roster call-up during this year's draft. Maybe Toxic Attraction will make their next main roster appearance with their leader, Mandy Rose, by their side as well. So not all hope has been lost for Toxic Attraction on the main roster. They'll hopefully be able to step in later on and definitely make some noise in the new women's tag team division that's expected to have more depth and much better treatment compared to years past. Dexter made another appearance on Raw this week, and it seems like whatever he's up to is officially underway. Adam Pearce was seen backstage holding a picture that many fans assumed was related to Dexter Lumis. Dexter would appear later on in the night with what would appear to be the first big move of his big scheme, and an adjusted plan after his few weeks of failing. A masked man tried to grab AJ Styles at ringside, but was grabbed just in time by security. As security was unmasking him and pulling the man away, it was easy to tell that it wasn't Dexter. Turns out that Dexter had another individual dressed up as him to serve as a decoy and catch all the attention from the security guards. Once all the attention and manpower was on the decoy, this cleared up things for Dexter to make his move and drag The Miz out of the arena without any security guard interfering. So the misdirection was great here. It looked like maybe Dexter wanted AJ Styles over the last few weeks, but who he really was after was The Miz. So now, the story is going somewhere. Dexter has The Miz officially captive. Chances are that we'll see some sort of follow-up to that moment and get some clues to why he took The Miz. There obviously has to be a much bigger plan going on here that we don't know about quite yet. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.